Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. My name is Chris. I'm here with my co-host Tyler. Say hello, Tyler.
Hello, dear viewers, and I hope you're all warm inside.
That's true. That's true. I hope everyone is.
Yeah.
All right. So last time we were chatting to some people around the traffic jam, and we investigated a big statue and drank alcohol. Hooray us, alcohol.
I do love a good alcohol, and I believe we've decided to build communism.
That's true. We also decided to build communism, so we're currently chewing that one over, which is
By
bad for our
Kerensky's ghost!
visual calculus, but so be it. All right, so let's get out of this temple to capitalism, shall we?
Let us.
All right. So here we
I
are
saw
outside.
the sign. Charretti.
All right, stop.
Hi.
All right,
And
so we've got this fella over here, this fella up here, and this fella up the front here, who we were talking to last time, but didn't manage to.
yeah, he seems to be in a constant state of rallying the people. I don't want to interrupt him.
All right,
But
so
let's go talk to the guy on the top.
all right, sure.
Yeah, actually, I don't think he looks like he belongs the most out of everybody.
There's a reason for that, which we will see shortly.
Scab?
No.
You're
No.
hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
Is this Nardwar the human serviette? He kind of looks like him. God, I wish he was in more stuff.
I mean, look, he's fairly venerable at this point. He doesn't need to be in everything.
Yeah, well, I think we should proceed that we are the law. I am
We
a
are the
cop.
law.
I'm not a
cop.
scab.
All right, fair enough. Well, anyway.
Scab stands for stupid cops or bastards.
All right, well, let's proceed.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money."
Psst. Show him your stolen card. Now has arrived the perfect moment.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I'm actually a worker like you.
Show him the stolen card.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
assert
Our
ourselves.
sense of drama urges us forward.
The man looks at the colorful piece of plastic, then at you, then back at the card, then at you again.
But that's not you, officer.
It's an old picture. Watch it be. It's a completely different man. I wish we could see the picture.
I was gonna say, I'm actually. Can we see the picture? Hold on. We can't access our inventory right now.
No. No.
Wasn't like the guy on the counter like? Wasn't he like? He didn't look like us anyway. All right. What do you say?
That's an old picture. Let's roll with it.
From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago Jean?
This guy doesn't seem to be fooled by our impeccable stealth.
Man, Nardwar, what album does this remind you of?
Kid A.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now. Also, you told me you're a cop, remember? How did you get his shift card?
Now you're in a mess. The time hath not arrived. Sorry.
I trusted you, drama.
The time hath not arrived.
The cup spilleth over.
Well,
I found it on the ground at the Whirling in Rags. Let's not implicate ourselves any further.
fair.
Yeah.
Oh, John's been out drinking himself blind again? He should watch his step, that John. Can I have the card?
No, it will prove useful still. Believe your thieving fingers.
The card is...
Sorry.
That's okay. It works so perfectly this time.
All right. What do you think?
I think we should though. Cards evidence ongoing investigation.
I mean, 3 would be funny, given that we have just told a crafty lie to avoid admitting that we stole it, and then immediately say that we stole it in the next line of dialogue is pretty funny.
You're right.
But we can say no.
I mean, yeah, like I want to see how far we can break it, but I need to know how much of a superstar we'll be.
Okay. So number 2?
Number 2, yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, is my friend in some sort of trouble? Who knew?
Give me money. No, let's not see that.
All right.
I need to know who's behind the gates. No, I'm not exploring.
Oh, okay. You're not? I mean, we are, but we don't have to tell them that we are.
I feel like the murder is very pertinent. So I feel like saying that we're
Okay.
investigating a murder, and I feel like explaining like what the strike is about and how it's related will, come about eventually.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Okay. So you just want to get right to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
And no shit. You still call Toronto T-Dot, I bet.
T-Dot.
It's actually very fun and easy.
Well, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy, they said. It's just walking. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands.
I like how he just compared being a postman to being a cop solving a murder. Like, those are the exact same two things.
It's exactly the same, Tyler.
I've never seen a body like when I used to deliver papers, so I guess we are worlds apart.
I
We
saw
are
like
not
a
the
dead
same.
squirrel once.
Oh.
That was kind of grim, but not quite as bad as a strung up human corpse, I must admit.
Oh yeah, and like the squirrel you saw had like a stigmata.
Look, I've been impressed not to speak about that until our Lord and Savior comes again. So,
I need to know what's behind the gates.
all
I'm
right.
exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Is that simple?
I walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Measurehead is a cool name.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
But we get hurt because it'll look like we're crossing the picket line.
Well, I don't know.
Like I want to be a cool guy. I don't want to be seen as like lame-o.
I mean, you don't want to cross the picket line, that's true. Although we're not scabs, so there's that.
Yeah, you can email across the picket line. People don't get too mad about that. Like you can email like Kellogg's and be like, "You suck."
Man, can you imagine like a scab trying to like come into your house to like use your computer so that they can email people from your computer? Like, let me in.
They're not even emailing the company. They're emailing like.
They're paying me $2 less an hour than you. Please.
Oh man, office scabs would be horrifying. Like that's like a level of psychotic that I'm terrified to face. Like you want to be in this office?
Yeah, I know, right?
You like just getting salads for lunch? Anyways,
I mean, hey, nothing wrong with a nice salad, but
Oh,
let's not besmirch salads here. Come on.
I love a good salad. I do not love a salad in the face of oppression, though.
Agreed.
Yeah. I think I have some questions for you first, though, before I do.
Okay, fair enough.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Nardwar. Nardwar.
You're really on this, huh?
I'm sorry. He's. I think he's one of the few profiles we've seen where he's just smiling. Like everyone else seems very like.
Hey, well, I
placid.
mean, is the expression not a smile?
I mean, it is, but like everyone else up until now. Oh, you mean like our portrait? I thought that was more like leering than smiling.
It is more like leering than smiling. That's true.
Yeah, that's like Chief Wiggum when he's trying to put the moves on when he's caught at the speakeasy.
Ugh.
What's the strike about, anyways?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
My God, big boss
He's
is
a
here.
chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Okay, so we can talk to him again about strike stuff once we've met with the boss.
Sounds good. Let's go see this Union Without Borders. Nice talking to you.
All right, let's get moving.
It's not asking for money.
Okay.
So we have Measurehead up there, and then we have
There's two guys down here who we still haven't chatted with. If we want to chat with them, we still can.
I think we should. Like, if he wants to put me in a full Nelson just because he thinks I'm gonna be a scab, like, I wouldn't blame him.
All right.
Also, props to him. It is snowing, and he's got his jacket like rolled, like tied up around his waist.
There's this guy, and there's also this truck driver over here we can talk to if you want.
Actually, let's talk to the truck driver first. Let's do this in a grid.
All right. Like I said, all these people have interesting things to say, with some exceptions.
Welcome to Revachol.
Why? What? Oh, it's in the name. Okay.
I was gonna say this guy. You can figure out what he's about pretty quick.
Yes. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him. You tell him, Kim. Tell him to shove it.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
All right.
I feel like you know exactly what my choices are going to be.
Well, I mean, you could also like ask questions.
That's not a question. What's going on here? I think we already have a big enough picture of the war that happened.
Yeah, I mean, we are at the point where we're kind of figuring out what has happened to Revachol, but
Yeah, like this seems like the kind of man where he thinks like the peak of comedy is watching a grown adult be constantly bewildered while he takes a bath.
I mean, look, I can't deny that sounds like it's kind of funny to me, but he probably also finds other things funny that I certainly would not.
Yeah, like he seemed like I feel like I just described a Jerry Lewis movie for some reason. Something in the back of my mind feels like I did that by accident, but Kim is right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
All right.
Oh,
You son
come
of a
on,
bitch.
man. I just said, welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I got your back, even though I have this horrible mug in my possession.
All right, fair enough.
You
Yeah,
do
got
make
you,
a
Kirk.
cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Yeah, dog, we have a couple of questions. Like, why would you think that?
Yeah, now we get to ask you questions because we're cops, and you have to answer them.
And if you don't, I'll put drugs on you.
All right.
What's in your truck?
Whatever you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
Oh, I bet there are those 100s, and he thinks he's a cool man by getting more tobacco per puff.
That's
What a
right.
baby.
That's right.
That's what you smoke when you're like playing the VLTs, not when you're a truck driver, man. I bet there's a filter on it, you big baby.
Look, man, I never want to be the kind of person that cares about the efficiency with which I use drugs.
No, well, like unless it's liquor, in which case you just eat less carbs to get more economic. To be more economical about it. Like
Just put
more,
it in an enema and then do that one, and then that's the most efficient way. So the
That's-
conversation is over.
No, that's not a fit. No, we will continue this at a later date.
We will not. What would you like to say?
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long has the strike been going on then?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
And what are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
I think you're a lying piece of shit. Actually, yeah, it sounds like a cover story. What are you really hiding?
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of Lorry men. We got ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, Koiko-picked apples.
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall of racism.
Oh, I
Damn.
hate that wall.
The wall of racism. Drat.
If you want to have peace in our time, tear down this wall of racism.
Not a bad idea, but yeah.
Yeah, what was that argument all about? Wait, you said something about the rights and privileges of lorry men? Like, as a printing press operator, I was not... Sorry, I was not privileged to any of that, so I want to know, like, what occupational...
I mean,
privileges you
I
get
guess
because
I was
you're
gonna say
average.
it just means he's a teamster. I guess.
Or
I
like,
hope not, but maybe.
Was he in the Skull and Bones?
Let's find out.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges.
And that's a privilege? Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient, very prestigious.
I see.
So you're in a Carter's Guild?
Goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit. But when they try to replace us, they'll regret it. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice and no laughing matter.
Interesting. So it seems like somebody's trying to bust up the
So he's got a guild that's in direct competition, or not competition, but directly in the face of the interests of the Union?
I'm not sure. It's tough to tell who he's talking about. Who is they, right? You know?
Yeah, like,
interesting.
is he referring to Kim? Is Kim gonna take his fucking job? Kim
I mean,
already
yeah,
has a
maybe he's
job.
just I was gonna say maybe he's just being racist, but interesting that the Carter's
unless
Guild is also under some pressure.
Yeah, unless they offer like premium rates on dental, like I don't know what the benefit to being in this weird heritage blood guild is.
Well,
And what was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism.
Okay.
Natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
yeah, exactly. And
Alright.
don't wear a mask either, because that's how they get the microchips into your brain.
Oh man, they hide it in the air.
Mm-hmm. It's right under your nose. It's where you'd never think to look. The air itself.
Da-da-da.
It's full of nanomachines, Snake.
What are you talking about?
Alright.
So you're racist. That makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science
Oh,
of
awesome!
specialty has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
You know what? I've never led Lyndon LaRouche before, and I'm never going to now.
Alright.
He's convinced me it's not thinking about that. Fuck. Yeah, you're a prime example of superior design.
Well, nice, cheap little jab. Never hurts.
Yeah, he's probably dumb enough to think that's a compliment.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Okay, what's the problem? Wait, what's the problem with that? I don't know what you mean.
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Oh no, he believes in great replacement theory.
Yeah, I also like. I mean, one of the nice things about this racist lorry driver is that like his own rhetoric is like he uses like the same kind of rhetoric, which is like so easy to pick apart that you just like he's like, oh, haven't you noticed that something like has like there's been an unfortunate downturn recently because the superior race doesn't believe in their innate superiority, so they stop competing for resources. But why would they have to compete for resources if they're innately superior? It doesn't make sense on the face of it, right? It's just it's nice because it doesn't make a lick of sense, which is true.
Yeah, it's one of these things where he already has the racist premise in his head, and he just works backwards to find anything to like hold it up. Like it's 101.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I don't want to. I want to kind of stay focused on gameplay, but I do want to kind of step back for a second, especially because we're dealing with charged topics that affect our real lives. That it is really nice that like this game actually doesn't caricature racists as being like nonsensically cruel. They actually believe that they have a point, and this is how they get to it.
Yeah, like it's not just like some. It's like it could be lack of IQ, but it's also like clearly he's thought this out and he just has like the wrong logic to come to this awful conclusion.
Yeah, well, like you mentioned, he's thinking backwards from the conclusion he wants, right? Which is something lots of people do, but unfortunately in this case it's particularly vile and destructive.
Yeah,
anyway,
and relevant to gameplay, he's upset Kim, so I don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, Kim's our partner, so I mean,
let's just go. Sorry,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, let's say because I feel like I don't want to entertain this anymore, but like
maybe you do the
Yeah,
like I'm listening, totally listening to you. I've been there.
Totally. Yeah.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
What the fuck?
I can get down with racism.
No.
Woohoo! Racism.
What unknown characteristic? Like, does he think like you're like
know,
an arm? Like, oh my god, this guy's crazy.
I don't know, man.
I'm not down with this.
Okay.
Just go fuck yourself.
Don't push your luck, runt.
Alright, well, I'm a cop, so I could probably arrest you, but I'm not going to.
We could actually incriminate him in any way we see fit.
Alright, well, let's not be bad cops. Let's be a bigger man. We want to talk to this scab here?
Oh, is he a scab? Okay, yeah.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, let's talk to Scabman here.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Oddly screechy for a man of his size. Well, I like how they cued the voice actor on this, because that is exactly what I would say that voice sounds like.
Yeah, like either he just has something up with him, or he's just maybe a little nervous.
Alright, what do you want to say?
I want to say, why do you keep pointing at Nardwar on the balcony?
Well, I can't ask that just yet, but maybe soon.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Alright.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No, he's a scab, so he's not an honest worker.
Well,
I was about to say no, but it's like, wait a minute, I don't like you. Why should I?
All right, that's a good question. Why should I beat you down? Let's find out.
Why are you
We're
incriminating?
here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Do we have a problem with quote unquote people with causes?
And his cause being a scab? Fuck, this is weird. How do I exit this gracefully?
This is getting difficult, but I believe in you.
I'm thinking no, we're not gonna put you down. I need to ask questions about the murder because I'm a cop.
Fair enough.
I know it took me a second.
We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
I wanna get right to the cop questions, but I don't wanna support his idea that we are supporting this cause.
All right, so
I feel like picking a fight with him about this right now would just undermine what we're trying to do. So I have some questions for you.
Okay, straight to business.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
Ah, that's why. I want to go to the harbor too.
All right.
Yeah.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
Somebody's literally dead. I need to figure out who did it. Did you do it?
All right.
If you did it, yeah, you have to be honest. I am a cop.
Okay.
I know nothing about a murder.
Really? Absolutely nothing?
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
No, I don't think that's true. I think you're saying that because you just want to be paid less than your compatriots.
Oh, I'm sure this guy in particular is not getting paid less than anyone here.
Well, he's getting paid nothing because he's just yelling.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't be so sure of that.
Oh,
the loudest, angriest scab is usually getting bankrolled by someone.
He could be being bankrolled, or he's got sunken cost fallacy, which he's put too much into this strike. He can't back out now, otherwise they'll make fun of him.
Yeah, everyone hates being made fun of. Anyway.
Yeah. This isn't my area of expertise, Mr. Big and Tall.
All right.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir. Pity.
Let us work!
Oh man, his voice does sound really fake.
Let us work.
Yeah. What? No, we know what his goal is.
Yep.
Who are all the strikebreakers? What is this?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Is this the bookshop owner's husband?
I guess we'll have to find out.
I feel like there's some overlap with some of their interesting beliefs to self-determination. And,
unfortunately, not all libertarian capitalists are related. If they were, it would make a lot more sense. But unfortunately, there's too many of them.
Yeah,
for that to be the case.
There's only one paycheck, and y'all gotta divide it at the same time.
All right.
I'm just gonna leave now.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the scabs are mad. All right. Do we want to go up and have a chat with Measurehead?
Yeah, let's go talk to Measurehead.
I'm sure he sounds like a reasonable fellow.
I mean, Measurehead is a pretty cool name. If you get a nickname like that as a leader, I think you've made it, because that doesn't seem like a mean name unless it's like a strange way of calling him a taskmaster.
So you notice this is the roof that we were on earlier.
Oh, you're right. Oh, we can see the riots happening. That's it.
In case of a strike, press button behind the guard.
I think that's misspelled. I think that's supposed to say
Hermetically
gout.
sealed door, electronically locked. Let's see what we have to think about that. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one. Alright. Yep.
Doors locked, the game. That also goes to the asbestos chambers.
Alright, here's Measurehead and his groupies. I don't think we can talk to the groupies. Yeah.
Oh, I wish we could. I bet they'd be very interesting to talk
Your
to.
body
Also,
betrays your degeneracy.
Go ahead, finish your thought.
I was gonna say he was referred to as a Semini supremacist, and I was curious what that means.
Well, I have a funny feeling like we might be about to find out.
We're about to see.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Wait, does it? Maybe it's just because I have enough coffee. I don't know what that means.
Well,
What?
I'm sure Measurehead would be happy to explain it to you if you give him a minute.
I will definitely give him a minute. What do you mean?
Yeah, you can ask him what he means.
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
I had one sip. I had one fucking sip. Who's the narc?
Yeah, I mean, you just like downed a bottle of beer like 15 minutes ago, so
I need the strength. Kim, is it that bad?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
Oh, what crawled down your throat and died? It didn't die! I don't have a...
Thanks.
Wait,
I like how casually we are like abusing our sense of smell. It's good.
Oh man, with the Vomasaur clipboard and now this.
All right.
Alright, I don't have a problem. No. I don't have a problem with that. Go let's drink. No, that's too mean. Al Ghul? Let's see what he says about Al Ghul.
Yes, Al-Ghul.
What is Al Ghul? Al Ghul.
Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
I don't want to argue with
Our
him.
encyclopedia pointing out that Measurehead maybe doesn't have the best grasp of history here, but
Yeah, like he's implying like a mysticism to like very recent colonial history. I want to say like this explains everything because I feel like if this is the Barrier Frontier, I just want to get into the harbor and get this over with.
okay.
But at the same time, it is interesting that like we could argue with him about like the history of alcohol.
I mean, look, people always respond well when you tell them that they're wrong.
Yeah, but also there's chicks watching and they're topless, so I have to look like a cool guy.
I think they are all wearing tops, but
I mean, like in my head, in order to keep calm.
right,
like,
right, of course,
you know.
right. We're doing the imagine everyone in their underwear thing. Okay, I got
Exactly.
All right.
Let's go. This explains everything.
Servitude to Al-Ghul does not explain everything. There are other reasons for your race descent.
We want to do our job.
you. All right.
I need you to open the door to the harbor. I feel like this is not going to go anywhere.
Will we say yes, we are a servant of Al Ghul, but I still need into the harbor, or just end this?
You know what? I feel like I'm a servant of Al Ghul. I am the law.
Alright.
I need to do my job. There was a murder. Please,
Fair
just
enough.
let me through.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the Ham Sandwich race is waning.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Actually, it reminds me of that one politician who just ate like 2 ham sandwiches every single day for 20 years.
Look, there's nothing wrong with a good, honest ham sandwich, all right?
There is when you're an asshole.
That's true. The nice thing
Like-
about being an asshole is that everything you do is bad.
Actually, yeah, I do find it funny. Like, maybe if somebody was really charming and funny and cool and they just happened to eat like a weird, big, thick ham sandwich every day, I'd just be like, that's a weird thing you do. Instead of like pointing to it as a source of contention, like, you're disgusting. It's not just your racism, it's also the gross sandwich you eat. But,
All right. Do we want
I'm
to be forceful, polite, or compare him to?
I don't want to compare him to the guy down there because I feel like that's going to lead to trouble.
All right.
I feel like saying I'm the police, like we are literally just trying to do our job. But I feel like the race stuff is important, but I don't want to downplay it because clearly there is another layer to this that we are just not, because we were collecting our memories, we're just not fully privy to, and as a player are learning as we go.
All right.
So I'm gonna say I'm the police. I need you to comply now. Like you've brought this into this situation, not me.
All right. Fair enough.
Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
He's kind of based. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, it's not my fault that I'm obsessed with sadness and frivolous pop culture. All right.
No, it was the Frankfurt cultural Marxists that did this to me. They made me want to listen to Duffy on repeat.
That's right. All right. What do you think? Push him, a seed, and ask him, or what?
You know what? Yeah, you're right about all this. Even though I find the sentence "you were once a great and noble culture" problematic, only because when I hear it, I picture that child's turtle sandbox.
We were. Look what they took from me, Tyler.
Oh no, not the Cracker Barrel.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, you're right about this. I'm superseding. You're based. Let me go. I'm cringe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever you want to hear, man.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
So it's a good idea. Like, that's me conceding to him, right? Like, that's me internalizing. Because I do.
Well, it literally means it would give you a thought that you would have to internalize.
That's fine with me. Let's do that.
Right. Good idea.
Yeah.
The best idea.
All right. So we can show him the stolen ID card. Ask him things.
Yeah,
So we can subscribe to his advanced race theory because of our relatively high conceptualization. We have a decent chance of success. We can just try to knock him out with physical instrument.
No, let's not knock him out. That'll only embolden him.
All right. Well,
let's conceptualize first.
Okay.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
A taxonomical conversation. Hold up. Let me take a big sip of coffee here.
Yeah, we're about to go buck wild. So let's go.
Oh boy! Like you would think like he would be of the mind of let's not like I dream of a world without borders kind of thing. But
nope.
He's
he wants borders. Oh baby, let's get going.
Oh boy. Okay. What are the different races? Like,
whatever we got to do to push this button, man.
Am I a Morlock? What is this?
Do you?
We can relinquish the opportunity to learn advanced race theory. Or we can whisper to Kim. And
Let's whisper to Kim, please trust me. We just yelled at a racist Lorry together. I just need to get the button.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices.
Wow, are you insulting his drip?
Do not deny your friend.
You're insulting my tie and wife beater?
No, he's talking to Kim.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's his outfit. It's his
I mean, it's his. I was gonna say, look at this. This is drip, okay? But anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Well, Tyler?
What
strikes your fancy?
Weren't the ancient intellectual Greeks pederasts? Is that what he's getting at?
Let's not talk too much about the intellectual qualities of pederasty. Let's just get going.
Oh, I'm not saying that's. Oh my. I don't know. I feel like this is a crapshoot. There's no wrong one to start with. Let's just go alphabetically, I guess.
All right,
what
Type A.
Do you get a mount when you're in Type A?
Let's find out.
No. Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Alright.
Alright, so who are the Maun?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
Mahun is a derogative term for first world people of Gotwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
I will not dwell on this, but I will say that I'm starting to see the real world mapping here.
Yeah, they do. I mean, it's it is kind of funny that this is like the primary way that the game teaches you about the world. Early on, it's like, this is the world explained to you by like nearly insane races.
I don't need to know about the wooden clogs or Zwart Pete's. Got it.
You're welcome.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace.
He's really on about the lactose intolerance.
Seriously.
Guy likes milk.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs too.
Alright, so who is Type A?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners. all have type A race propensities. The other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them
I
listen
didn't
to
think it
El
would take this
Mariachi.
long. I'm sorry.
Toxic
This is a
minced
lot.
meat
I thought we could just internalize it and just go.
only produces more sebum.
Okay, and the Semines and Areopagites.
As proven by the Mound and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Semines and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
Is this wisdom we're receiving, or is this just?
This is unhinged, but we're learning a lot.
I'm learning about like what. I'm taking another sip of coffee.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, who are the Semines then? You've been referred to as a Semines person.
Yes, he is Semines for one.
Yeah.
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Semines inhabit the southern islands. I am Semines, from the stock of Ulumbuir on Ile de Fantôme.
Hey, what is the difference? What is the difference? Will that take us to a new menu, please?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Semines are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together
he gets his balance reporting from both the Tin Pool cast and the Rubin report.
That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
All right, we have learned about type A. Ready for type B?
Yes, I'm ready.
This is the price that we must pay to access the harbor, Tyler.
Tell me about this.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. Look into their eyes and you will see. They are of a distinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty.
I know it's the art of the portrait, but it kind of looks like he's wearing like a collared shirt in his portrait.
Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco and for eating potato.
Oh God, potato.
I
like how pinkness is learned.
Countless
potato. Boil and mash and stick 'em in a stew.
Inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
Rhetoric, not now.
Rhetoric, please. I don't want to own him with facts and logic. I just need
Do you want
him
to move
shut
on
up.
Do you want to move on to the Vacholier, or?
Yeah, let's just move on to the Vacholier. I don't just get this over with. Just who are these people? All right.
Halfway between type A and the racial cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little evolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
82,000, only 8 accounted for.
That we've been recording history. You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
I feel like being a pedant would not be a good idea right now.
All right.
Go away, stupid political thoughts. What was the revolution?
Just like instead of having an opinion about the revolution, we just asked him his opinion on the revolution.
You know, no, I don't want him to have any more opinions. He's had enough.
All right. So what do we
I
want to
take
do
away his
then?
opinions. That revolution sounds like it was very good and necessary. Communism forever.
All right.
The revolution came to Revachol from Grad, in Zara's ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoico to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Guy really doesn't like potatoes.
And he wishes like the Seminese there's a heaven for the Seminese and a heaven for the Occidentals, and then everyone will be much happier. Yeah, that's what he believes.
Shall we get into the vile C to F race cauldron of pederasty?
I like how there's like 3 different grades just mashed together in his mind.
I mean,
I can't wait for him to break it down even further.
That's fine. Let's just get through it. You know, look. I can't deny it. I was more interested in all of the vile, terrible things, but we went sequentially, which is fine.
Tips F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Actually, no, you know what? You made me sit here and listen to your epic facts and logic all day. What are these chimeric experiments? You're gonna explain it to me, the inquisitive man. I want you to be uncomfortable now with my fascination.
Yeah, there we go.
Tables a turn, buddy.
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
Alright.
Do you know why they call me Vamp?
Why?
Because I'm bisexual.
Okay, it's not because you're a vampire, right? Of course.
Not anymore.
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Yes. Yes, tell me more. I want to know what your unhinged view is.
Are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with the Khoico to produce a super.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? I'm losing it now. This is too much.
This will never.
This isn't just race mixing through marriage. He thinks there's experiments happening? What?
It's race science, man.
We will never.
He's making it sound like these are laboratories and stuff built for this, not just like keep looking at mixed marriages.
And the suffocating potato stench of a Khoico.
This guy just really hates potatoes and has based his entire racial category off of it.
How many vitamins has he denied himself because he's let potatoes out of his life?
Enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type F. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Alright, we finally understand advanced race theory.
Do I understand Time Cube?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery. let alone solved it.
Do we want to word the mystery?
If I word the mystery, will I have internalized racism?
I don't know.
I'm legit worried now. I don't want to. I don't want my characters to be like, you have now +1 in racism. I'm afraid of it doing that, but fuck, I did this just to press the button.
Yeah. What will you subject yourself to in order to press the button, Tyler? That's the true question of video
Will you let me into the harbor if I do?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way without becoming a race theoretician.
Thank you, Kim.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
He's worried. He's worried that we might take this all a little too seriously for for some reason.
Oh boy, I wonder why.
Well, we don't have to accept the request to word the mystery.
No, I'm not gonna word the. What does word the mystery even mean? Like, is this like the answer's 42? What's the great question?
I don't know, man.
Oh no! Is it 80? Is it? Oh fuck! Is it 14 words, 88 letters? For God's sakes, no. Second thought, decline.
All right.
Fuck this. No.
Lost, though. Buckled away at the last gate. This is why your haplogroup will never rise from the ashes. Now, I need to luxuriate in the private company of my bay. Leave me.
All right.
Let's discuss something else.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Revacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Do you want to... Actually, before we do that, discuss anything else with Measurehead, I think we should call it here.
I think this is a perfect place to call it.
We have denied the possibility to internalize race theories, so probably that's some kind of good thing. But anyway, if you managed to sit through all of that nonsense, thank you for watching.
If you were screaming at the screen at any point during this video, please let us know.
Please talk to your doctor.
And we're gonna give Kim some aftercare. Just hold him a little bit, let him know it's okay. Mm-hmm. I think he deserves that.
All right. Bye.
I like how it looks like Kim is talking to her.
Maybe he is.
No one can get past you, she says to Kim.
All right. Bye.
Bye.